Hey guys, it's Sean Lee with 1MINaDAY, and I'm still here at TrueNorth Health in Santa Rosa, California. This is where I completed a 21-day water fast, and today's my 11th day of refeeding back to normal eating. And I wanted to do like a comprehensive review of the entire stay here, not about the fasting experience specifically, but everything else. This video is for anyone out there who has decided that they want to do a fast and they want to do a medically supervised fast, and they're maybe considering TrueNorth Health as the place to go. So this video is more for you. I'm not here to say that fasting is good or not good, or that fasting will heal this or that. This is just a review of TrueNorth Health as a fasting place. I want to talk about all sorts of things: check-in, check-out, the room and accommodations, the daily rounds, the food recommendations, the doctors, the other guests, the surrounding area, and the big question, which is how much does it cost? And even though the costs are published on their website, I thought I would go in a little bit more detail. First, check-in, check-out. Super easy check-in, check-out process. You can register on their website. It's all free. You get a free consultation with Dr. Goldhammer, one of the other doctors, to decide if it might be beneficial for you to come. And then when you arrive, whether it's San Francisco Airport or Oakland Airport or even Sonoma County Airport, there are shuttle buses that will take you up here. It was like a $34 shuttle bus from San Francisco Airport directly to Sonoma County, a short taxi ride to get here, and very easy check-in process. The rooms and accommodations, there's a range of different rooms you can get. I had the absolute economy rooms, just a twin bed, no TV, very small, cozy room. If you watch my other water fasting videos, you saw my room. Now there's bigger rooms with full-size beds or queen-size beds, with the TV, with the private bathroom. So there's different rates for different rooms depending on what you're going for. But you have a sleep number bed, so you can adjust the firmness of the bed no matter what room you're in. You're gonna have a desk, dresser, laundry service is included. They come and change your linens. You have fresh towels. They keep it very clean. The housekeeping service comes every single day. So the rooms and accommodations are very clean, well kept, new furniture. There is a shared TV out here in the living room you should be able to see. Updated, modern amenities, I'd say. And the rest of the complex here is also very nice and updated, clean, modern, and good landscaping. Very comfortable place to be in. If I had to give any critique, it would be that this is a pretty close to the main road, so outside my window you do hear some traffic noise during the day. It settles down at night. It never woke me up or kept me up, but that was a little concern in the beginning, that there would be traffic noise. So it depends what room you get, whether you're facing the courtyard or if you're facing the street, but you might have some traffic noise in your room, but it wasn't a problem for me. The other thing is this is a two-story complex, so you might have a room on a second level. So if you're water fasting, consider you might have to be going up and down stairs if you go to the common areas. So something else to keep in mind. I was on the first floor, so that was not an issue for me. The interns and the doctors in the daily rounds. So when you're fasting, they come and check on you in the morning around 8 a.m. and also in the afternoon or evening, maybe 3, 4, or 5 p.m. They take your pulse, your temperature, and your blood pressure, and they ask you different questions about how you're feeling, if you had any faintness or dizziness, how much you slept, how much water you drank, and all this data goes into your file and helps them understand where you are in your fast and whether or not you should break it for a medical reason, like they can tell by your pulse and heart rate, different things like that. Also, once a week, you will get your blood drawn and they will collect a urine sample. This is just to see where you are in the fasting process. They check urine for like ketones to see where you are in ketosis, and they check your blood work for electrolyte levels and different things that might indicate that maybe you shouldn't continue fasting. And so if you do get in those borderline ranges, they might put you on vegetable broth to raise your electrolytes without taking you out of ketosis, or they might just decide to break your fast for a couple of days with juice and then go back, or just break it completely and put you on the healthy meal plan here. The interns and the doctors are super friendly. They come in, they understand the fasting process, very kind and sort of gentle, and great bedside manner. Some of them are long-term doctors. Some of them are here getting their internship, kind of like a residency or a certification, but everyone is super friendly. I feel like they really care about the people here and care about treating everyone well, and I really enjoyed interacting with a lot of the interns and the doctors here. And you see them for lunch, you see them out for breakfast, you have friendly chats. The staff here is incredible. Next I'll talk about is the DVDs and the lectures. So inside here in your room, there's a big DVD booklet with probably like 100 DVDs from people like Dr. Lyle, Dr. Clapper, Dr. Goldhammer, Jeff Novick, who else? Joel Furman, Dr. McDougall. All of like their best DVDs that you can watch anytime you want. So there's such great information here. It would cost, I don't know, probably over $1,000 to get all these DVDs and actually buy them and watch them. But here you can watch them anytime you want. Such great education. I've watched so many of the DVDs here, especially during the fast. So great selection of DVDs that you can watch, and there's lectures every single day. There's educational lectures and activities from yoga and chair yoga, meditation, Tai Chi. There's lectures from all the doctors, Dr. Goldhammer, Dr. Lyle, Dr. Clapper, Dr. Linsner, about all different aspects of health and nutrition and exercise and fasting. So every single day you have an opportunity to really improve your knowledge and deepen your commitment to a healthy lifestyle. So DVDs and lectures are a huge component. It's all included in the package here. So you break the fast. What are the food and dietary recommendations? This is all sort of case by case. There's a standard refeeding program that most people follow, but there's a different refeeding program if you might have food sensitivities or food allergies. There's a different program if you are dealing with autoimmune issues. If you want to be fully raw, you could have a different refeeding program for you. So it's really case by case, even though there's a standard recommendation. The standard recommendation is basically fruit juice mixed with some vegetables like watermelon celery juice or apple cucumber juice for the first day or two after the fast, and then you start doing raw foods, raw fruits and vegetables. And then once you're in the unrestricted eating, the basic program is fruit for breakfast with or without oatmeal. So fruit alone or fruit and oatmeal for breakfast. And then the 4 S's for lunch and dinner. That'd be a soup, salad, steamed vegetables, and starches. SSSS. So that's the well-rounded meal that they recommend here. So soup, salad, steamed greens, and starches. And they also do no added salt, sugar, or oil, no gluten, no flour here. So it's the lowest common denominator, the least common denominator. They serve food here that basically anyone can eat and do well on, continue their healing process and not have any allergic reactions or negative responses to the food here, basically. Now, no matter what community you're in, there's gonna be a certain amount of infighting. I think it's hilarious that, at any given lecture there might be 30 or 40 people in there, and we agree on so much. We're all interested in fasting or whole food, plant-based diet, but still there's fighting about gluten-free, or there's fighting about raw versus cooked. It's like we agree on so much, but there's still always like battling, like, no, you can't have my gluten, and no, rice is good or rice is not good, or corn this and oats that. It's kind of humorous. No matter what community you're in, there's always going to be infighting and debating, but the general recommendation here is soups, salads, steamed greens, and starches, making up the bulk of your lunch and dinners, with fruit mixed in throughout the day as snacks or dessert, and fruit as breakfast with or without oatmeal. That's the food and dietary recommendations here. The 3-star doctors, in my opinion, are Dr. Clapper, Dr. Lyle, and Dr. Goldhammer. At least they're the most well-known doctors. They're the most published doctors, and they're in documentaries, and they have all kinds of public speaking engagements and health retreats. And I think it's awesome that you can spend time here and get to know them really. You can eat breakfast with them, you can schedule appointments with them, and really soak up some really specific knowledge. You can write a list of questions and go talk to Dr. Clapper for an hour and he'll answer them all for you. And that was really useful for me, talking to him about stuff related to leaky gut and things like that. So that's another advantage, is not only are you surrounded by all this awesome food, but you can speak to basically the top experts in the field here. The other guests, I'd like to mention that I've really enjoyed meeting the other guests here. This attracts such a wide, diverse variety of people here, young and old and sick and well, but just all interesting people. And the one thing that everyone here has in common is they've made health the highest priority. People here just care about getting well and helping their family members get well, and being positive role models to their family members, and learning how to prepare healthy foods. You know, if you care about your health here and you care about eating the healthiest possible food, you're no longer in the minority like you might be in society. The surrounding area, you know, once you break your fast, after a couple of days you get your energy back, you can walk around and explore. This is a great town. Its population's only like 100,000. It's a very peaceful town, basically in wine country in California, an hour outside of San Francisco. Beautiful, lush hills, great hiking and cycling, endless road cycling. You can cycle to the coast, right up and down the Pacific coast as long as you want, or you can go into wine country and ride in the hills for as long as you want. There's also great mountain biking. Next time I come here, I absolutely have to bring my bike and make sure I can take advantage of that. All right, now the big question of costs. How much did it actually cost to come here and stay here and do a 21-day fast and refeeding? I want to preface this by saying that investing in my health is one of my top priorities. I almost never second guess an investment in my health, whether that's with healthy, organic, whole foods, or coming to a water fasting retreat like this. And if you look at my expenses from 2014, you'll notice a lot of savings because of that priority. I didn't spend any money on alcohol, $0 on cigarettes. What else? Maybe $50 a month at restaurants, if that, because I prepare most of my meals at home. I flew budget economy class in 2014. There were 7 weeks where my only mode of transportation was my bicycle. I didn't ride a single car, bus, plane, train, nothing. So all of this saved thousands of dollars throughout the year. Not to mention I spent over 4 months of the year living in Thailand, which you can live for about $1,000 a month in Thailand, maybe $1,500 if you're really living it up. So by doing all those things in 2014, I built up this surplus, this budget fund that I could allocate towards investing in my health. And I feel like this fast was that big investment. My room is $149 a night. That is the biggest expense here. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot. It's cheaper than any hotel in the area, which is incredible. So for $149 a night, that is the bulk of